expert news and views on the Lowcountry real estate scene. The Brian Beatty Real Estate Show on 1250 WTMA.
Welcome back to the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show here on the Big Talker, 1250 WTMA and WTMA.com. I appreciate, again, you guys tuning into this program and listening to the information that I have for you this week. Really more of a bit of a rant just about why this market is so challenging for people to wrap their heads around right now. And it's because there's a lack of consistency in data. We have all different kinds of markets here in Charleston. It's not like we're just a bedroom community where almost all the real estate is fairly similar. We've got a lot of fluctuation in real estate here. And of course, that creates a wide range of supply and demand and how the public interacts with it and the trends that come as a result of it. And then, of course, the suggestions that we provide you in relation to all of that. So here's the best advice that I can give you, is that if you're thinking about selling your house or if you're thinking about buying a house, the first thing you should do is speak with the real estate agent that, of course, knows what in the world they're talking about to help provide you with some expectations about this process moving forward. Before you start looking at properties, before you start making repairs to your house because you want to have an agent come over once it looks nice and pretty and you want to be proud of your house, invite me over when your house looks, pick up your clothes and stuff, but invite me over before you do those renovations and repairs. There is so much money that could be saved in that process by using the right people and deciding what to do and what not to do. Good for you for being proactive, but one of the benefits of working with a really seasoned agent is that they have great contacts. They can save you money in this process. They may even be willing to pay for it themselves. Hint, hint. So let me help you guys understand, I guess, just to finish this out, what we usually experience around this time of year. Because for real estate agents, if you really think about it, and this applies to multiple industries that are sales-based, burnout is a real thing. I have burned out multiple times in this industry in short bursts. One of which was, the example that I tell the agents on my team is in 2011. I did almost 70 transactions by myself. I finally got someone to help assist me with the paperwork toward the end of the year. But that was a combination of buyers and sellers and investors and short sales, which I was negotiating myself, and bank-owned properties and everything in between. And I worked 358 days out of the year. Real story. I became the number one real estate agent in the Southeast U.S. for my previous brokerage. And I told myself there's got to be a better way of doing this. I was a zombie for a good portion of that. But when you're with clients, you got to turn it on, right? You have to be in the zone. And I played sports all throughout my life and in college, and so I'm a very competitive guy. And I guess I'm the type of person where when there's more competition, I do better. And I just had some very big goals for myself. I wanted to buy a house for my wife and I. We wanted to move out of our condo in James Island into a house in Mount Pleasant, and we did it, and we exceeded our expectations, but it was hard. And the threat was that I didn't have any way of preventing my burnout from affecting my clients. Now we have a team of 20 people. They are very specialized in what they do. It's not like some brokerages here in the Charleston area that will just hire anybody with a pulse that wants to sell real estate. I mean, there's probably 30 companies within a 10-mile radius of my office, and 29 of them will extend an offer immediately to anybody that wants to join. I am not one of them. We have very skilled and hungry, talented, smart people on my real estate team that all have a very specific job to do. And so I've always built my team as if we are a team of snipers rather than just the Army. We're the Marines, and we want to be the very best we can be for our clients by being really good at training, by being really good at interpreting the market, by doing what we say we're going to do, by having systems, repeatable, scalable systems that constantly produce results. And the reason I'm telling you this is because that is not normal in our industry. So many people in our industry are what we call entrepreneurial, not purposeful. So the success or the experience that you have as a buyer or seller is just going to be contingent upon whether that agent was on that day or not. You know, we all have our on and our off days, but if you have processes and systems and repeatable things that you do that result in benefits to your client, and again, this applies to many industries, then you can guarantee results because you get the same level of experience and attention no matter who you're working with on the team and no matter when you decide to hire us. It prevents burnout. Systems and people that are all in alignment in adopting and implementing those systems is what's going to reduce your stress and help you earn more money throughout this process as a buyer or a seller. Now, I'm not talking about real estate agents. I'm talking about you, the client. It's really important that when you're interviewing an agent, you understand their processes, their systems, how they're going to go about helping you buy, sell, or invest in real estate. What does that look like? Walk me through that. We have an infographic that shows people, whether they're a buyer or a seller, exactly what we do throughout the entire process. And we tell them that we are held accountable to that process. And if at any point in time you feel like we are straying away from what we told you we were going to do when we set these expectations, you can fire us. No questions, no cost, no obligation. We give you the ability to cancel your agreement at any time, which is just our way of saying we have to consistently earn your business. We don't take anything for granted. And frankly, until we sell your home or until we help you buy a home, everything is an expense or an investment because we only get paid at closing. So we've got to be good at what we do if we want to feed our families. So you as a buyer or a seller, take that concept and interview the agent. Understand what they do from a procedure standpoint. Understand how that impacts you, what you should expect from the agent that's going to be responsible for quarterbacking this process on your behalf and managing likely your largest asset. For a lot of people, that's your retirement account. When people inherit properties, that's their retirement in many instances. And so the stress comes in the form of not knowing how it's being handled. And that can be solved by communication and expectations. And so I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to come back for a few more minutes here right at the very end of our show. But if you want more information on this process, you want to see that infographic, you want to have something to compare it to, whether you're thinking of buying or selling here in Charleston or anywhere else, or you know of somebody else that's about to go through this process, feel free to go to my website, listingsincharleston.com. That's listingsincharleston.com. You can call or text me at 843-345-1273. Again, that's 843-345-1273. And we have all kinds of information to share with you folks. Guides on buying and selling real estate, how to prepare your home for sale, free valuations, information on our free pre-listing home inspection, our free or listing staging consultation, all kinds of great stuff. If you sell your home and buy with us locally, then we'll pay your moving expenses. So if you want more information on that kind of stuff, listingsincharleston.com. That's listingsincharleston.com or 843-345-1273. Stick around for the last few minutes of the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show on the Big Talker 1250 WTMA.
More stimulating talk on real estate matters with Brian Beatty next on 1250 WTMA.